When I returned to WWE, I knew not everyone was going to be thrilled. Drew McIntyre made it clear to everyone watching that he was one of those people with an axe to grind. I don't know, maybe it's jealousy that I could be gone for over a decade and still have fans talking about me while he was on top. But then at the 2024 Royal Rumble, Drew nearly took it all away when his Future Shock DDT tore my tricep. So instead of competing at WrestleMania, I had to sit and watch. But I still managed to get involved.
Punk just dropped McIntyre on the table!
And then again at Clash in the Castle.
Oh my God! The balls of CM Punk!
And then again at Money in the Bank, ruining Drew's cash-in.
Punk with the title to the face of McIntyre!
Good times. But I was finally cleared to return to action shortly after, and now we could finally settle things in the ring. SummerSlam saw him victorious after some truly atrocious officiating from Seth Rollins, but I'd get my payback at Bash in Berlin when I beat him in a grueling strap match. That put the series at 1-1, with both of us looking to attack the other whenever possible. Now this chaos led to one feasible outcome. It was time for us to go to hell in a cell. Beating Drew at Hell in a Cell was brutal, exhausting, and probably took years off of my life. But getting my arm raised was all worth it. Let's go back to that night, Bad Blood 2024. Get Drew in the cell, and let's show him that you can say whatever you want to about me, but when you bring a man's dog into things, that's a line you do not cross.
This is the final match in what has already been a brutal series between CM Punk and Drew McIntyre. This is the 53rd match in history being settled inside this 20-foot-high steel structure.
This is the only place it could have ended between these two. Drew has vowed to destroy the man who taught him how to hate. Punk knows in order to destroy the monster, he has to become a monster.
Stacked with that bulldog!
It all began last November with the return of CM Punk, and that ticked off a lot of superstars, including Drew McIntyre, who believed Punk wanted to kill from the top. Oh, he paid for that high risk. Oh, what a clubbing blow.
Big elbow!
Haymaker after haymaker.
Giving up now is not an option. They have to finish this. The fight is on, and it's furious.
Oh, this exchange is whipping this capacity crowd into a frenzy. Fatigue more than setting in, but these superstars are refusing to let up. And this crowd is loving every second of it.
Early in this match, and these two have already unleashed some pretty heavy artillery on each other with no signs of relenting.
With the amount of absolutely visceral hate Punk and Drew have for each other, I think this match is going to need to be stopped before either of these men give up.
Hammerlock position.
Oh, a blindside clothesline.
We've had the opportunity to talk to some of the legends who have been in Hell in a Cell over the years. You ask a guy like The Undertaker, Wade, who's been inside this structure. There it is. He could end it here.
Only a one count before the kick out.
Frankly, he should have known that wasn't enough.
And another just non-stop aggression. You have to imagine the disdain it takes to repeatedly stop someone like that. All on the apron, lifting it up into the ring. Bam! Suplex.
Being able to pull that off, no one is going to question if you skip going to the gym today. Huge powerbomb. This is not wholly unfamiliar territory, psychologically speaking, for CM Punk. If you look back to Punk's career, once upon a time, he admitted in order to destroy the monsters of the world, he himself must become a monster. He said Drew McIntyre has made him the man his worst critics say he is.
Punk has said this is not the man he wants to be, but Drew McIntyre has taken him to that place.
From way up, axe handle connects.
This crowd is learning, along with Drew McIntyre, that the inside of CM Punk's head is a scary, scary place.
Ooh, snaps the leg across the head. Out of the ring, still surrounded by the hell that is the steel structure.
We've seen the sledgehammer many times before, and it has never been a pretty sight.
Just trying to pound their opponent into the ground even further. Overwhelming offense now from Punk.
Punk finding the will to turn the tides inside the cell. He's got McIntyre reeling.
CM Punk looking to end things here.
GTS. Can that finish McIntyre?
Oh, look at this. Neck breaker after the float over.
That was pretty.
Corey, you probably know CM Punk better than any of us. You've seen Punk. You've seen the good and the bad side of this man.
Yeah, but even myself, I don't know what Punk is.
Nice movement from Punk, and the Uranagi connects. And now, an Anaconda Von.
Not sure what he's thinking. Letting go here. My goodness, the human skeleton shouldn't have to endure a smash like that. McIntyre is getting dismantled.
McIntyre tempted the devil inside the Second City Saint, and he's paying for it now.
Punk wasting no motion on the counter.
Grabs a quick hammerlock and
Right into a lariat.
this fight will not go down as a 5-star wrestling classic, that is for sure. These men want to punish and maim one another.
Limited
And Punk now lifting his opponent up. And back down to sleep.
It's all Punk's for the taking.
He's able to dodge that one in time.
And Punk just thrown out of the way. And the action is shifted now into that dangerous area between the ring and the walls of the cell. Ooh, he fends that off. Ooh!
Boom.
And let's not forget the obsession Drew McIntyre had with Punk and what Punk has cost McIntyre on a number of occasions. That being the World Championship, including at WrestleMania.
An eye for an eye, Punk would say. Just karma for McIntyre, who injured Punk, costing him an opportunity at WrestleMania.
Drew's own life has become second best in his heart. That is how deep Drew's hatred for CM Punk runs.
Taking full advantage of the foreign object in play here. Back-to-back attacks. And CM Punk is in control.
Yeah, Punk able to completely neutralize McIntyre here.
One step ahead there. McIntyre reversing the momentum.
That could be the torch that lights the fire under McIntyre.
And you notice the black armband on the left bicep of McIntyre. He told us he was wearing that tonight because this was Punk's...
About to be locked in. Here we go, guys.
And he locks it, and he just decides to end the hold.
Wonder what he's thinking here.
Great in-ring IQ on display there.
He's zoning in. Has something big in store.
He turns it, and he decides to let his opponent out of the hold.
Might have felt like he was losing a grip and didn't want the opposition to counter out of the submission.
Now to the ring, to the confines of the chain link enclosure.
Got a wrench, looking to tune someone up.
Bang! Take a seat at the table. And now McIntyre is being neutralized.
Punk is determined right now.
Denied and reversed into a DDT.
McIntyre gets met with a response. Oh, McIntyre holding him at bay.
Punk dodges
him here.
Makes the cover. What? You've got to be kidding me.
Just barely more than one. What on earth are we witnessing?
And you know McIntyre loves a challenge, but he better not let his opponent hang around for too long.
Trying to find his bearings, but it looks like the end is near.
Punk missed with a wrench and a low blow by McIntyre.
Remember, that is completely legal. It is distasteful, but it's highly effective, and all the wind knocked out of Punk's sails.
Who cares about being tasteful when you're locked inside of Hell in a Cell, Wade? Drew McIntyre came here to destroy Punk once and for all.
And now McIntyre going to introduce the steel steps into this matchup. The Scottish Warrior, this Terminator, just destroying Punk.
Well, you wanted hell, Punk? You're getting hell. You are locked in there, no escape, and your demise may be imminent.
Punk trying to summon the will to continue, and what does McIntyre have inside of that little bag, gentlemen?
I can only imagine what this sicko has in mind.
The Scottish psychopath cooking up something dastardly, no doubt.
Oh my God, the disrespect.
Adding insult to injury.
Those are the beads of Punk's bracelet.
We're the beads of Punk's bracelet. And McIntyre now looking to just finally put Punk away. No!
McIntyre might have just broken his back.
Oh, God, the sharp edge of that steel digging in to the lower back of McIntyre, who may be crippled. And now with the upper hand is CM Punk.
This is one of the most brutal matches I've ever witnessed inside Hell in a Cell.
Punk trying to shove those beads down McIntyre's throat. Here it comes, the end.
GTS connects. Cover off the go to sleep by Punk. And he got him. What a win, what a match.
Here is your winner, CM Punk.
CM Punk earned this victory.
Such a drawn-out, heated rivalry, but finally conquering McIntyre is CM Punk.